morning, guys. It is bright and early. I've been up for about an hour and I'm standing here with Sophie while she brushes her teeth, and we will be leaving for the airport in about 3 hours. My husband is driving and he left already, so he'll meet us there. It's a 9-hour drive. It's a 1.5-hour flight. So I am finally checking my blood sugar for the morning to see if it matches up with my Dexcom. 88. So Dexcom says 66, but it'll probably catch up in a minute. So that's a pretty good number to start my travel day out with. I will take 2 units of R to correct for my eggs. I'm going to have 3 scrambled eggs. One-handed, guys. Woohoo! Diabetic life. And we have some more breastfeeding. She's already been nursing for like, oh no, half hour this morning. But she likes to load up in the morning, and I think especially before travel, it's good to get your milk fix. So while I make my scrambled eggs, Sophie is watching signing time. For those of you who don't know what signing time is, if you want to teach your baby or toddler sign language, I highly recommend it. It's a DVD series. A woman whose daughter was born deaf. Anyway, signing time with Alex and Leah. I wasn't even planning on teaching Sophie sign language, but my sister-in-law gave her these DVDs and she loves them, and she's learned a bajillion signs. So if you want to do sign language, signing time's the way to go. And I'm cooking my eggs. There you go. Sophie! What's wrong, sweetie? Come here. What's wrong? You want to eat with me? You want to sit on the chair? Okay, let's want more milk. Here, Sophie, come eat with me. Take a bite of this. So I'm eating 3 scrambled eggs here. I try to time my breakfast shot about a half hour from when I eat, because I take R, not Humalog, and it hits you a lot slower than Humalog does. And I like to give it that interval so that I don't get a rise after breakfast. It just stays constant, like if you wait a little bit of time between taking a shot and eating. Okay, so here's how I'm packing my diabetes stuffed blood tester with a syringe that's got R in it for eating lunch. I'm not going to take all that R, but I just pre-fill it and then dose it at lunchtime. And then here's a backup syringe full of Humalog just for emergencies. I really shouldn't be using Humalog. And then this is how I pack my stuff on an airplane. This is my Tracebo, which is my long-acting, and a pen, my vial of R, and my vial of Humalog, just in case. And this is called a Frio. It's not ice. You actually like soak it in water, and then these things get all poofy like that, and it keeps the insulin cool. So that is how I keep insulin cool while I travel, and there's that. I'm also going to travel with a container of glucose tabs. Alright, so I'm still at home getting ready, and there's always more to do at the end than you imagine. And I guess it makes sense. Whenever I get like running around in stress, Sophie becomes more needy and clingy because she's probably picking up on the stress. So I'm still just trying to rush around and get the house ready, doing dishes, taking out the garbage, blah blah blah, getting my carry-on packed, and I just wanted to do a quick check-in because it's been about an hour and 15 minutes since I ate breakfast, and I wanted to look at my Dexcom. So you see 91 holding steady, and there's my graph. That is the power of a low-carb breakfast, my friends, something I never thought possible. All I have for breakfast is eggs. It's really low carb, and that's the result, is I don't get a post-breakfast spike. So we'll keep an eye on my numbers and see how they go. It's just an added stress when you're traveling, and when you're traveling with a toddler, it's an added stress to have your blood sugars to worry about, but this CGM is really helpful. This is the first time I've traveled with it, so all right. So we're sitting outside. Sophie's eating a banana before we go to the airport, right? So that you're not too hungry, and also being a little monkey out here on a patio. And mommy is trying to relax. No matter how many times I do this, no matter how many times I travel, I still have not learned how to do it in a relaxed way, although I've gotten a lot better than I used to be. And this is my first time doing it alone with Sophie. So, not my first time doing it alone, my first time doing it alone with Sophie. Mommy's gotta relax. He's sitting. Okay. Alright, we're at the airport. Sophie! Hello. I really need to look at my Dexcom blood sugars and see what it is. Okay, gonna go check the car seat, and we'll check back in with you when all of the chaos is settled. Hello. She's being really good right now. I'm looking for security. Just check the car seat, and she's just chilling, right? We made it. Welcome to Indianapolis. So, just checked my blood sugar, and it was 107, and my Dexcom says 138. So, it's a bit off, and it doesn't have a down arrow. It's not usually off like that. I wonder if the flying in airplane mode changed something. I'm not sure, but anyway, we're here. Sophie slept for about half the flight. Pretty good. It was the smallest airplane, and we had like hardly any space on there to do anything. So at one point, the woman in front of us gave me a dirty look. I looked back because Sophie's feet were pushing on her chair. Oops, I mean, she was the one who had her seat reclined in a tiny space, so not my problem. Anyway, we're here, and gonna pay attention to where I'm going so I can get the car seat and then grab an Uber. All right, signing off. Bye. Okay, guys, we made it. Sophie, say hi. Hello. We made it to our Airbnb, and that means it's time for me to check my blood sugar. One of the things that did not happen on this trip was me eating lunch. I just that was one thing too many to deal with. My hands were so full and I wasn't horribly hungry, so I decided just to, you know, skip it and eat when I got here. It's like 3 o'clock now and I still haven't eaten. I'm checking my blood sugar. It says 158, which is a lot higher than I would expect it to be after not eating lunch, but I did eat a few of the raisins that Sophie was eating in the car. I mean, she fed them to me, how can you say no? Let's see what my Dexcom says. And this is after a day of traveling, running around the airport. Look at that, 159. This thing is so accurate. And Sophie is being really cute right now. Rearranging the Airbnb. It's a pretty cute place. There's this nice balcony out here. Right? Oh, she found a dog. Sophie. Aww. Are you hugging the doggy? It's like a heavy stone dog sculpture and she's holding it as if it's a teddy bear. Alright. You got a vine going? And now we wait for Daddy to arrive because he drove. It was a 9-hour drive and we thought it would make more sense for me to fly with her because the flight was only like an hour and a half. Much easier to fly with a baby than to drive for 9 hours, especially with a baby who doesn't love her car seat and doesn't enjoy sleeping in her car seat. So, all right, we are here and her number's a bit high, but hey, I was pretty pleased. Usually when I travel, I'm so stressed and I lose track of what I'm doing because I'm just trying to think of a million things that my blood sugar ends up being pretty high. So I'm happy that my blood sugar was pretty level all day until now. So, all right, guys, that was that. And we made it. Okay, Sophie, wanna say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, you wanna push the button?